from Mexico one time, and they grabbed me at the border when I was coming in, took me aside. You know, you heard about this before. It's called randomly. Yeah. Mr. Lee and I are becoming very well known together, Mr. Random Lee. And he take me aside, he says, so what kind of Muslim are you? Is one of the questions. I'm like, what? Can you imagine that this would be something that you would come back from a trip somewhere and they'd take you aside and say, what kind of Christian are you? Say, get out of my face. I'm the kind that sleeps late and misses the, but I show up for Christmas and, what are you talking about? What kind of Christian am I? And they were saying, what kind of Muslim are you? I looked at this guy right in the face and I told him, well, I'm a fat Muslim. But I'm trying to lose weight. I knew if I laugh, I'm going to be in bigger trouble. But I didn't laugh. I just looked at him. He said, no, I don't mean that. I'm talking about, like, what kind of Muslim are you? I said, old? I can't do anything about that. He said, no, what type? I said, be positive. My blood type is. And then I realized I'm going to be in trouble with this guy. Because he's going through his book. He's looking at he started naming off all of these sects, like Shiite is one, and Sufi is one, Ahmadiyyan, Qadiani, Aga Khani, and there are all these long lists. And I'm listening to that and I'm thinking, I'm going to miss my connection for the flight, listening to him name off all of the stuff that me and some of the other guys actually put that book together years ago for the Bureau of Prisons. So I said, man, I got to do something quick now. I got to get out of this mess. I said, I'm a Christian Muslim. What's that? I said, well, you mentioned Hebrewish Muslim, right? Yeah. Well, I'm a Christian Muslim. What is that? I said, well, I was a Christian, and I became a Muslim. He goes, oh, okay, you can go. This is a true story, by the way. I'm not joking. The point, what I'm trying to make is that when you put a name on something, when you put a label on something, you seem to get comfortable with that you already know everything about it. There's an example about this. There was a disease that came about 20-odd years ago, maybe 30 years ago. And this disease, nobody had ever seen it before. They were scared. Everybody was worried. And on the planet, there's this disease. We don't know what it is. We don't have a clue how you get it. We don't know how to get rid of it. But the people are dying from this thing. Everybody was worried about it. They described what was happening. What was happening to these people, they had no immunity. Their immune system was breaking down. And anything could kill them. The slightest infection, bam, the guy's going to go down. And they would just gradually get worse and worse and worse and just die. Until somebody come out with a name. It looks like these people are acquiring a deficiency for their immune system. So they call it what? Acquired Immune Deficiency Syndrome. AIDS. Oh, okay, it's got a name there, we're okay with it. It was no big deal anymore. It was still, if anybody had it, and they raised money for it and things like that, but it became like cancer or something like this. You could put it in your mind, here's a label we can put on there, and we're okay with it now.